what's up, Great Lakes fam? And the post office experience with Steve Jones has got me thinking a little bit. The way Steve came out, this is what's going to happen, this is what he said, this is what he said, this is what he said, has got me thinking back to a couple incidents of my own, as well as a couple friends of mine, Wolverine Transparency and Good Citizen News, having similar type situations where the police just go off of the word of the person that called without doing any real investigation whatsoever, without actually trying to get to the truth, you know. And then the last clip that I'll share is kind of telling the situation. The police just want to be done with it, and you'll see what I mean. But sit back. We got 5-6 clips from myself, Wolverine Transparency, and Good Citizen News, with their permission, of course. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. So yeah, let's hit it.
You don't? What's your name?
I don't feel like giving it unless I've broken the law.
Well, you're causing a disturbance.
I'm not causing a disturbance right now.
Yeah, you are.
No,
That's why they called me.
I really don't feel like... me videoing and exercising my constitutional rights...
Are you videoing right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Me exercising my First Amendment rights is not causing a disturbance.
Well, First Amendment is free speech.
It was actually the gentleman, the supervisor, who was causing the disturbance. I was just exercising.
That's because they work here and they run this place.
Yes. And do you know what the First Amendment entails? Freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion, freedom of address your government of grievances.
All right.
So
I'm going to go talk with the manager.
Okay, so you're going to kick me out if
yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then you can go to the Wallachia Police Department and file a complaint against Officer Jeremy Bronner. You can do everything you need to do.
Okay.
So, all right.
It won't be a complaint. It'll be a federal lawsuit.
That's fine. Okay. This is news. Have you have a signed release from all these people? Does everybody in here? Does anybody want to be filmed?
They don't need to have a signed release on public property.
Thing, whatever he's doing. Does anybody here, with a show of hands, want to be on this guy's video?
I'm not videoing them. I'm videoing you.
But I'm just saying nobody wants to be out here. So your first name is?
I'm not giving it to you unless I've broken the law.
Let's go right now. You're going out.
Do you want the?
Yeah, I do. Have him meet outside.
He's got me by the arm, guys.
I'm just escorting you out of the building here.
Yep, with hands.
Yep.
My hands
assault. Right here. It's not assault.
That's assault for.
It's not assault.
Did I break the law?
They don't want you here.
So
You have no.
Can I stand outside and film?
No, you cannot.
This is public property.
You can go on a public. This is not public property.
This is federal property.
This is federal property, yes, but it's independently run by the post office.
Okay.
It's a separate entity from everything else.
It's a federal government office, sir.
Yes. Go stand somewhere else. They don't want you in here filming
Get a
people.
supervisor. I would request a supervisor.
You want to talk to a supervisor?
Yeah, I'd talk to a supervisor.
What for?
Because you're making a big mistake right now.
I don't care.
You're violating the...
I don't care. Go stand somewhere else. They don't want you in here.
You're going to violate my constitutional rights then.
I'm not violating your constitutional rights.
You
this
are.
is a place of business, and they don't want you in here filming people.
It's a federal government office. It's just the same thing if I go into the county building or the police station. It's the same thing.
This is not this is a place where people are trying to
You don't even have jurisdiction here. This is federal property.
This is in the city of Wauwatosa.
Doesn't matter. It's federal property.
All right.
It's like if you were trying to enforce law.
What's your name?
You call me Good Citizen.
What's that? No, I want your name now.
For what?
If you know all your constitutional rights, what I'm asking, I'm here because you're disturbing the peace. Now I have a right to identify you.
I haven't been disturbing the peace.
Yes, you have.
Okay, you're going to arrest me if I don't give you my name?
No, I'm going to detain you, take you to the station, and we'll find out who you are.
How?
Physically, by force.
You're going to force me to identify. So you're going to violate my Fourth Amendment right now, too.
Yes, we're going to violate all these rights, aren't we, Mr.
That is.
Officer Gibbs?
Yes, I would request a supervisor before you do that.
You're going to identify yourself.
Okay.
And then we can be done by this.
I will request I want to request a supervisor, so please call a supervisor.
Alright, so there's a couple moments from just one of many amazing videos Good Citizen News has. He's been kidnapped, he's been roughed up, he's been arrested. I mean, he's got a lot of really good content, so go check him out. I'll have his link down in the description. Next, we're going to have some from Wolverine Transparency. This one got pretty big. Lackluster did a story on it. A lot of people did stories on this particular one. It's a 6-hour-long live stream at the Great Lakes Water Authority. And it just goes to show you that no matter how friendly an officer is, even joking around, it just doesn't matter. They don't care.
And they told me, because I was here, they got butthurt, they need some preparation H or something, I don't know. The two officers they originally called up, come out here, tried to tell me that I couldn't go on that property. I wasn't even on it. I never went on it. And the complaint that didn't even point me out.
From there. But for now, that's what's going to happen. So
1, 2, 3. The 4 of you are all over it. 4 of you are going to be placed into custody for trespassing. You should be able to bond out today, I would imagine.
How are we trespassing in public?
I'm just explaining to you what their supervisors have. They have arrest authority.
And you didn't see it.
They saw
So
it.
step over here by this vehicle.
Am I being detained? Right.
The abundance of police misconduct is low.
Right. The abundance of police misconduct is low.
Hello, sir.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Damn.
I didn't break no rule.
23605. I am Sergeant David Rios of the Detroit Police
Copy
Department.
that.
All right. You are being detained at this time.
All right.
Information, ma'am, I will call you and your supervisor in a moment when we're done with this investigation. Sir,
So-
you are under arrest for criminal trespassing.
I didn't do anything.
Nope, I'm not going to reason it.
Oh, wait. You can't arrest me for something that I didn't do.
I'm going to have you turn your car off.
All right, I'm going to turn my car off. All right, I don't. Listen.
I'm going to give you some orders here. Things are going to change.
Okay, I'm going to take my keys out of the ignition.
You are
All
under
right.
arrest.
I'm going to roll the
I'm gonna have
windows
you-
up.
Nope, I'm going to have you open.
I'm going to open the door. I only have one hand.
Well,
All right.
understand.
I
So,
am
listen,
handicapped.
sir,
Listen to me.
I understand. Nope, wait. I want you to stop talking. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to give you some clear directions. I understand you have issues here. That is fine. What I'm going to tell you is put your keys to your right side right now. Do that.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you another thing. Do you have any weapons on your
No, no.
No weapons.
No
okay.
weapons.
So, and you have
Huh?
pepper spray or anything like that?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
So what I'm
Why
gonna
would
do-
I need
hold
pepper
on.
spray?
We're not going to discuss anything. I'm
Why
gonna
are
give
you
some,
asking
I'm
me
gonna
them
give you some
questions, though?
directions, and you're going to follow them. Okay? So you are under arrest.
Okay, but
I'm gonna
what's your
have you-
reasonable,
whoop,
terrible
I'm
suspicion?
not going to give you that. You are under.
Wait a minute.
arrest.
You're telling me
Step
that
out of the vehicle right
I'm going to
now.
do what you asked me to
Okay.
do. All
I'm
right.
going to have you put your hand
All right.
on the car here. You leave that right there. Sir.
No, I'm taking
Leave
my
it right
phone
there.
with me. I
What
want to.
I'm gonna do-
I want to leak.
Sir.
Do you have your thing on?
Yes, it is.
All right, because
Now,
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
do
tell you-
anything.
listen,
I didn't do
I'm
anything.
going to stop you right here. You're not.
I'm not
telling
a
me-
threat to you.
Listen,
I'm
you
not
are
a threat
telling
to
me
you.
what you're going to do. I'm telling you.
Look,
what
you're
you're
gonna-
do.
you can do whatever
You're
you
under
wanna do.
arrest. So set that aside.
You can do whatever
Set
you
that
wanna
aside.
do.
Set your phone aside right
But
now.
I didn't. I
Sir,
did not
set your
trespass.
phone aside.
All right, guys. So time for the post office call. This is the one that's got Officer Steve Jones and then the postal manager Brett Fuqua, who lied to the police. And Steve's like, "This is what's going to happen. You're not doing this. You can't do that." So yeah, let's hit this one real quick. And again, sorry about the quality. Real bad reception out there. It's a little bit out of the way. So sorry about the reception issue. I got the best I could out of it. I'm sorry.
Ask me, please.
Don't make it harder on yourself, okay?
I would like for you to, before we continue, I would like for you to read this.
listen to me.
Hold on, Steve.
No,
Look,
listen
this
to
is
me.
the rules for the post
They
office.
don't want you back in the authorized employees area.
I wasn't.
Trespass.
No, let's go look at some signage. Let's go find the signs.
You're allowed to be in the lobby, just don't want you in there filming people's transactions, okay?
I am not filming transactions. Let me show you where I was
That's what
standing.
they want.
Let me show you where I was. I hear you,
Okay.
but let me explain to you the truth of what actually happened. You know, I'm not.
Did you hear me?
I heard you. Now, let me come show you.
No, I just told you not to.
I can be in here.
They don't want you in.
It doesn't matter. I'm not doing anything against the law. It's actually on their policy. He just read it. Are you going to admit that you read it? What does it say? What does it say? Let's read it out loud. Let's read it out loud. When they are used for meetings except for prohibited by official signs or security force personnel. That is a lobby, as expressly written right here on Post Office's Poster 7, Rules Governing Conduct on Postal Property. I know you don't like what I do, and I understand it, but I have a constitutional right to exercise my constitutional rights on government property, which is, that is loud, on public property. You're better than that, Steve, come on. Let me go, show me the signs where it says I can't go back there.
It says authorized employees only.
No, it does not, come here. I bet you $1,000. If it does, I'll pay you $1,000 right now.
Let's go.
What does this sign say, Steve? It says authorized vehicles only. I am not a vehicle. It doesn't say authorized personnel. We have 2 stop signs, Then we have a blank white sign, which is most likely the fence company sign that bleached out. There's no signage over here. There is a sign over there that says vehicles in restricted areas may be subject to search, and it's got a proper code attached to it. Show me a private property, a no trespassing, an authorized personnel only sign anywhere. I'll give you $1,000 right now. Right, but see, instead of just going off of what he says, ask me. We've known each other for 25 years.
I don't know you like that, Aaron.
No, but we've known each other for 25 years. Have I ever lied to you? Have I ever treated you wrong or your family wrong? At your home, was I ever rude to you or nasty to you guys? Do you know me to be that way? No, you don't.
And right here is the Toledo Edison video. This is what started it all. You'll see clearly a Toledo Edison employee gets out of his vehicle, says, "Are you Mr. Haas?" "You are. I suggest you get in your home, Mr. Haas." And then walks at him all puffed up and stuff in a threatening manner. This is the footage the police didn't want to see, refuse to look at. The crap that I'm talking about.
He's going up over the curb too, around the 7. And that's exactly what causes all of this issue right here. These big trucks pulling down the street. Mr. Haas? You are. I suggest you go back into your house, Mr. Haas. Do not talk to me. Do not talk to me. Where do you work at? Do not talk to me. I am talking to you.
Did you see the video by chance? Did you see what happened?
No, what happened?
So this gentleman is recording video footage of these vehicles parking weird and tearing up the area. So he's trying to get something done, maybe petition.
So what they're trying to do.
So let me explain.
He asked to find out what it was, then when you try to tell him, he just cuts you off because he really doesn't care because, well, here's why.
Get something so he can maybe contact the city. This guy, I seen the video, gets out of his truck, immediately calls this guy by name and tells him to get back in his house.
Well, that's why we're going to have our day in court. Nobody's saying he's guilty of anything. We just come and do a report.
Did you guys even look at the video?
We take it. He called, so we got to take his what he said.
Right, and then you got to ask him.
Do a report. If he has a complaint, all he has to do when he goes to court, he's not guilty of anything yet.
Well, why not look at the video first and say, look, you're doing a proper investigation.
Listen to me. He's going to go to court with him, and when they go to court, he has a chance to argue that in court in front of a judge.
But we shouldn't even have to go to that point.
It's going to go to that because he's going to file a complaint. So it's going to go to that.
So would you be willing to take a complaint from him about this guy harassing him?
He didn't call. Would
you be willing to?
Listen. Why didn't he call it in?
Because he's not petty.
When we come up, we have witnesses that said what he did.
Your witness is lying.
Okay, that's why we go to court. We don't do that. We just go to court. Everybody can argue. He can go to court and the judge can be like, that didn't happen. He's good. I would rather handle it like that.
And there you got it. Officer Darnell Peters just told you what's up. They would rather do the paperwork and make you go to court and deal with all that BS than actually do their damn jobs and do a little bit of investigating. It sickens me. Oh, the caller said this. I don't care. I have video proof. I have an unaltered, unbiased record of what actually happened. Watch it. Just watch it. I mean, the Great Lakes Water Authority issue with Wolverine, they could have gone inside and watched the security footage. They have dozens of cameras up. They said they have it on video at one point. So go watch the freaking video. Look at the rules that are allowing conduct on the property. Now we all say, well, that's not what the law says. The law says this and I don't have to follow your policy. Poster 7 isn't for us. It's for the employees to understand that we are allowed to do just that on the property. Rules governing conduct on postal property prevents their employees from stopping us from exercising our rights. Signage matters, wording matters. So please, when someone's out there doing something that you don't necessarily like, turn your head. If it's not hurting anybody, if it's not against the law, if you're not sure, maybe Google it. Google has a wealth of knowledge, no matter how biased it is one way or the other, has a wealth of knowledge out there. You can look up just about every book in every library on there. If you have questions, go to the library. I just spent 2 hours at the library looking up a couple different amendments because I wanted hard copies. I wanted to see how things have changed over the last 40, 50, 60 years with laws and dictionaries. And I did just that. I found dictionaries from the 40s. I found law books from the 40s, and I researched through them up until now, 80 years later. And things have changed. There's differences. And 60 years ago, 70 years ago, 80 years ago, some of this stuff was criminal. But it's not now. So, stop being Karens and Darrens. Officers of the law. You swore an oath to uphold and protect and defend the Constitution of the United States, of your respective state, and the charter of your city or township, or town, or however it's labeled, municipality. Do it. Do it right. There's too many of you failing out there. Too many of you failing. As always, guys, I'm Great Lakes. Take care of yourself and each other. See ya.